I have really enjoyed working with the Scots. They see the big picture, they understand the Heart Association, not only locally but nationally, the impact that we're making. The entire organization and all of its volunteers and survivors are so appreciative for Scott Enterprises and their continued commitment to the organization, to its mission, and certainly to serving in leadership roles in the coming years.
Scott Enterprises truly cares about our children at St. Vincent Health Center and our children actually across the entire community. Tens of thousands of children come through our emergency room and our inpatient at St. Vincent every single year. So the number of children's lives that Scott Enterprises is touching through the Children's Miracle Network is overwhelming. Children's Miracle Network truly appreciates everything that Scott Enterprises does for us each and every year by raising money and awareness of our children's needs at St. Vincent Health Center.
Well, Scott Enterprises is the principal sponsor of the Erie Philharmonic's classical series at the Warner Theater. So all the music that we make is thanks in large part to Scott Enterprises. And we have a 95-year-old orchestra here with the Erie Philharmonic. And the fact that Scott Enterprises is so willing to support the orchestra and keep it thriving, not only for adults, but for thousands of school children throughout the year, we're just absolutely pleased that we have a relationship with Scott Enterprises.
The support that we get from Scott Enterprises is vital to the mission of the Erie Philharmonic. We simply couldn't do what we do without them. Arts and culture organizations in Erie are only as strong as the community support. That's why we're so grateful for Scott Enterprises' support and why it's so important that others follow their lead in the community, supporting the arts and culture.
We are thrilled to be a partner again with Scott Enterprises in the CARE campaign. I think it's about time that people know the wonderful things that Scott Enterprises is doing. They invite our wish children to come and their families and spend an evening at Splash Lagoon. For so many of our families, they'd never have a chance to do this otherwise, and I think it's absolutely wonderful that Scott Enterprises recognizes that and that they're able to give back to the community in such a significant way.
Shriners Hospitals for Children is very grateful to Scott Enterprises for establishing the Christmas in July program because it is a very important program and it is very crucial to what we do. In this particular case, providing new toys to the children that come to the hospital is very much a part of what we do. Shriners Hospitals really needs that type of support in order to continue to enhance its mission and vision within the Erie community.
Scott Enterprises has been gracious enough to allow the Muscular Dystrophy Association to house our annual Jerry Lewis Labor Day telethon at the Ambassador Conference Center. By moving our location, not only provided the Muscular Dystrophy Association added revenues, but also brought us a little bit closer to the Scott Enterprises family.
Scott Enterprises has been very helpful to the Erie City Mission in a number of ways. One, they've raised funds for us that helps us to actually feed people who are homeless, people who are poor, people who are needy. And we see about 190,000, or give away about 190,000 free meals every year. So Scott Enterprises helps us to accomplish that purpose.
In the area of the group events, Scott Enterprises has donated a Splash Lagoon party for our children. Scott Enterprises employees have gotten together to put teams together for our Bowl for Kids' Sake, which is our big major fundraiser. I would just like to express my appreciation on behalf of Big Brothers Big Sisters for Scott Enterprises' promise to care. We really appreciate everything that they do for us.
United Way of Erie County is a movement associated with United Way of America. However, everything we do here is on a local level. We're dealing with more and more local companies, and I think what Scott Enterprises is doing, partnering with United Way on our campaign this year, is the shining example of what other local businesses can do to take part and really make a difference in their own community.
We were very fortunate to engage in a partnership with Scott Enterprises. TREC has been in business for about 27 years now, and we rely heavily on the support of the community and volunteers. A wonderful group from Scott Enterprises has come out now for more than a year and have been volunteering with the children and have just adopted us, and the kids have adopted them.